Right, the battle we all have been looking forward to. It's Shaheen Shah Afridi to bowl to Fakhar Zaman. The first delivery of the run chase. It will set the tone. Good start by Shaheen. He's been bowling really well in this tournament. Yeah, this is good start. This is good stuff from Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's in that area. Deep fine leg. Oh, beautiful again. This is such a good looking start from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Somebody like Fakhar, which fielder would you take out and put him in the slip?
That cover point can come in the slips. Well, this is an overthrow and this is an untidy start. Something that was not required, something that is the opposition actually wants something like that to just start kickoff. This one is on the legs and it's gone pretty fine. It might beat the fielder who is giving the pursuit, and I think that's gone for 4. So another leg by.
It was just unfortunate that towards the end he was just not able to hold on to it. Have a look at this for an effort from a fast bowler. Yeah, good. It just lifts up. Yeah, that will do. That will do. First signs of aggression.
To change his line and length, he was doing well. Fakhar had to leave everything. So Fakhar's patience was being tested. But in the end, Fakhar wins this little battle where Shaheen tries something different and gives Fakhar the opportunity to pull him through mid-wicket, which is super good at doing.
Because once he gets into that comfortable zone, oh, that's close. No, going down. Shaheen looked certain. Yes, he finds the gap. Enough to come back for the second.
With his batters. Oh, this is cut. And cut brutally. 1 bounce 4.
Fakhar Zaman at his very best, waited for it and then had the time, had the room to extend his arms and plays it over at the head of the fielders for 4. This is good, this is really good. Majestic from the big man. He simply stood and delivered. Wonderful from Fakhar Zaman.
And threaded through the inner ring. Didn't middle it, but good enough to get it across the boundary ropes. More importantly, it was in the gap and along the carpet. And this is big. Fakhar goes berserk, dances down the track and puts it over the head into the stands. Probably the longest 6 of the tournament.
That is humongous. The Fakhar Zaman show, and he looks to be in that zone, he looks to be in that mood. He comes down the track, great swing of the bat, excellent result for him.
You know, the bigger risk would be Fakhar sweeping the new ball. Oh, driven hard. This was at Shaheen Afridi before he realized. Thankfully, it didn't hurt that much.
Oh, through the hands of the fielder. Yeah, he didn't like it, but Green, they loved it because he bowled good 3 deliveries and then this happens. Just releases the pressure.
Yeah, this is something they cannot do. This was a decent ball, but this pitch is so good that you can still time it. This was a regulation stuff. Mubassir Khan, very ordinary there at point.
And he goes up and over and all the way for 6. Using the pace of Shaheen Shah Afridi. Smart, sensible, sensational.
Absolutely, Ali. You have given the description absolutely perfectly. Very smart. Use the pace of the ball, knowing that the third man is wide. Just have a look at this. Wow. Wonderfully played. Waited. And minimum of risk and maximum purchase goes for 6. And already ahead of the run rate, all wickets intact, 2 openers looking good. All the makings of a top run chase this.
एक ओवर में 8 रन दिए हैं मुबस्सिर ने और दूसरे ओवर में ये पहली गेंद पर छक्का लगाने के लिए निकले थे फखर जमान। 4 रन उन्हें मिले। विकेट के सामने ना सही, विकेट के पीछे मुंह जोर हो चुकी है ये पाकिस्तान ग्रीन्स की इनिंग्स। ये दोनों बल्लेबाज, खास तौर पर फखर जमान
बिल्कुल सामने की जानिब इस शॉट को लगाना चाहते थे, लेकिन भारी किनारा लगा यहाँ पे बैट का और बॉल चली गई बहुत ज्यादा फाइन। तो 4 रन हासिल हुए।
बोल्ड हो गए और मुबस्सिर, इन्हें इसी मकसद के लिए टीम में लाया गया था, फखर को रोकने के लिए, ऑफ स्पिनर को, और वो कर दिखाया है उन्होंने अपने दूसरे ओवर में। ये बहुत बड़ी विकेट इस मैच का अहम लम्हा साबित हो सकती है।
यकीनन मुबस्सिर ने अपनी टीम को यहाँ पे ब्रेक थ्रू दिलवाया है। एक सेट बैट्समैन जिसने 2 मैचेस में सेंचुरीज बनाई हुई थी, आज तीसरे मैच में भी उसी इरादे के साथ आए थे, लेकिन ये बहुत ही शानदार बॉल की है। देख लिया था कि बैट्समैन किस इरादे से आगे निकल के खेलना चाह रहे हैं, अपनी लेंथ को खींचा और बॉल अंदर आया। 31 रन बनाए, 28 गेंदों का सामना किया, 53 एक विकेट के नुकसान पर।
ये देखिए फखर जमान बाहर आए और गेंद जो है वो एंगल के साथ ही वो सीधी आकर लेग स्टंप से आ लगी। बॉलर के सर के ऊपर से हिट लगाई पुरुष को। आज पहली इनिंग्स में 7 ने रन बनाए, क्या दूसरी इनिंग्स में 7 बेग ऐसा कर सकते हैं? चौके से आगाज किया।
बहुत ही शानदार शॉट था ये 7 बेग के बल्ले से। इतना ओवर पिच बॉल नहीं था, लेकिन उसको खेला बहुत शानदार तरीके से, सीधा खेला है, कोई चांस नहीं लिया है। तो ये ज़िया फूड्स की पहली बाउंड्री लगाई 7 बेग ने।
स्वीप शॉट चलता किया, इससे लॉन्ग लेग की जानिब, दूर दूर तक कोई खिलाड़ी नहीं था। 4 रन और बन गए।
बिल्कुल बहुत ही बेहतरीन शॉट था यहाँ पे, अच्छा पिक किया है बॉल को, बॉल की पिच पे जाके स्वीप किया है। एक लेंथ बॉल थी, फुल पिच बॉल थी, जिसको कामयाबी से स्वीप किया, आखिर तक बॉल के ऊपर अपनी नजरें रखी। और अच्छी बात यह कि इस वक्त दोनों बैटर्स कराची के मौजूद हैं।
बाद उस पाए का कराची से हमने बल्लेबाज कम देखा है। पावर प्ले इख्तिताम को पहुंचा मुबस्सिर के इस ओवर के साथ 65 पर 1।
It's 1947, and a war-weary immigrant steps off a ship, his eyes locked on the Statue of Liberty, an emblem of hope amid heart-wrenching loss. What if the past holds secrets that could shatter everything you know? Could a single twist of fate reunite lost love and ignite redemption? Join us on a cinematic journey following Laszlo Toth as he navigates a maze of shattered dreams, unexpected reunions, and the harsh realities of a new world. This story isn't just about survival, it's about redefining resilience against all odds. Thanks so much for watching. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments, and let's dive into this epic tale together. 1947, the war is over, but its scars still run deep. Arriving from Budapest, Laszlo Toth stands on deck among a sea of immigrants, his eyes locked on the Statue of Liberty. For a brief moment, he takes in America as a fresh start. On land, temporary housing and food are provided, and those with family here receive a modest $25 for travel expenses. Exhausted, Laszlo makes his way into the city and even stops at a brothel for a moment of relief. As he leaves, a woman sneers at him with a remark like, "They even have blacks," but he remains silent, his thoughts haunted by the wife he lost in the war. Soon after, Laszlo boards a bus to Philadelphia where his cousin Attila awaits. Without warning, Attila drops a bombshell. Laszlo's wife, whom he'd assumed lost, is alive, even if only briefly. Overwhelmed, he nearly forgets how to breathe. Attila takes him to his modest home and introduces him to his wife, Audrey, a devoted Catholic. The welcome is polite but distant. Attila offers Laszlo a job at his furniture business and a small, dark corner behind a showroom for sleep, with meals shared only on Sundays. Although sparse, the hospitality is enough for him to keep going. That night, alone in his makeshift room, Laszlo unfolds a letter from Erzsébet Toth, the wife he once thought dead. Written from Vienna, the letter tells of her struggle in a Soviet-controlled zone, where she waits with his niece, Zofia, a girl girl forever marked by the Holocaust. Trapped and fighting for repatriation as the Cold War makes escape nearly impossible, her words hit him hard. The next morning finds Laszlo in a long line for free food, his stomach growling. While waiting, he notices Gordon, a fellow immigrant, with his young son. When the line finally moves but there's no food left at the front, Laszlo nods at Gordon, silently promising to come earlier next time. A small, wordless bond formed in shared hardship. Desperation later pushes Laszlo onto another bus where he attempts pickpocketing, only to end up with a handkerchief. His troubles run deeper than money, as the memory of his lost wife continues to weigh on him. One day, Attila takes him to meet a client named Harry Lee, who needs his father's old study transformed into a library, a surprise project due in a week. Although Harry initially offers less than $1,000, Laszlo knows the job should cost around $2,000 due to extra work. To his surprise, Harry agrees, and that night they celebrate the small victory. Audrey's eyes shine with pride as she softly tells Laszlo he's a genius, hinting he deserves more than this modest setup and should aim higher. The project moves forward with precision as Laszlo's crew, including Gordon, works tirelessly and even finishes ahead of schedule. Just as the final books are being arranged, the door swings open abruptly. Harrison Lee Van Buren Sr. enters with his frail mother in tow, looking around in disbelief at the chaos. Laszlo begins to explain, but Harrison cuts him off, insisting his mother needs rest and is frightened by the mess. Tension mounts as their voices clash, leaving the matter unresolved and adding another layer to Laszlo's challenging new life. That very night, Laszlo's world crumbled. Attila tells him their job is cancelled. Harrison blames them for the damage, and coldly adds that Laszlo's behavior, including his alleged advances toward Audrey, has cost them everything. In an instant, he's cast out with no apology or second chance. Years later, Laszlo's life has spiraled. Now living in a city church with others like Gordon, he's become a heroin addict. One day at his new job, he's unexpectedly confronted by Harrison Lee Van Buren Sr., who praises the library work Laszlo did and even admits he researched Laszlo's past architectural projects in Hungary. The images of those buildings deeply move Harrison. In a surprising turn, Harrison informs Laszlo that his mother has passed away and hands him the long overdue payment. That evening, Harrison invites him to a Christmas party at his mansion, and boosted by the payment, Laszlo and Gordon enjoy a rare night out at a nightclub. At the party, Laszlo meets Harry Lee and his twin, Maggie Lee. During dinner, guests show genuine curiosity about the library's design and ask about his background. As he shares his story, he also meets a Jewish couple, Michael and Michelle Hoffman. Michael, a lawyer for Harrison and the vice president's representative, sees Laszlo's weariness and promises to help with his family, sparking a small hope in him. Later, Harrison pulls Laszlo aside for a more personal talk. In a candid moment, Harrison vents about his devotion to his mother and the rejection he faced as an illegitimate child, recalling how his estranged grandparents only cared when his wealth forced their attention, even chasing him after a $25,000 check before settling for two $500 checks. Then he asks about Laszlo's architectural philosophy. Laszlo explains that his brutalist designs emphasize durability, buildings that bear the scars of conflict yet stand strong against future challenges. Deeply impressed, Harrison even suggests that Laszlo should be a university professor. Gathering everyone outside, Harrison makes a grand announcement. He is commissioning Laszlo to design a community center in honor of his late mother, Margaret Lee Van Buren. The center